The Council mocked humanity until they cut off diplomacy. Chapter 1. The Last Appeal. The grand chamber of the Galactic Council shimmered with an ethereal blue glow, its towering pillars engraved with the histories of countless civilizations. Representatives from across the stars sat in their elevated seats, their expressions ranging from amusement to outright disdain. At the center of it all, standing on the lone platform reserved for those addressing the Council, was Ambassador Elias Carter, humanity's last hope for diplomacy. Elias straightened his formal suit, the deep navy fabric still carrying the insignia of the Terran Union. His voice was steady, but there was an undercurrent of frustration beneath his words. "Humanity has always sought peace," he said, scanning the rows of alien delegates. "We reached out with open hands, offering cooperation, trade, and knowledge. We've asked for nothing but the chance to stand among you as equals." A ripple of laughter echoed through the chamber, a low, guttural chuckle from the reptilian Zurico, followed by the high-pitched clicking of the insectoid Velmari. The luminescent eyes of the Senvari delegate shimmered as they leaned forward. "Peace?" the Senvari representative drawled, their voice smooth as liquid metal. "You speak of peace, but we have seen your history. Wars, conquest, self-destruction. What reason do we have to believe your kind has changed?" Murmurs of agreement filled the chamber. The massive, armored form of the Zypher general clanked as he stood. "Humans fight. It is in your nature. We tolerate you only because we must." Elias clenched his fist but took a slow breath, forcing himself to remain composed. "Yes, we have made mistakes. Every species has. But we learn. We grow. We came to the stars to seek something greater. We have upheld every treaty, honored every agreement." "You are small," interrupted a towering cephalon, its bioluminescent tendrils shifting in irritation. "Weak. Your technology is primitive. You bring nothing to this council but arrogance." A low hum resonated from the council floor, signaling that the Supreme Arbiter, an ancient being of crystalline form, was about to speak. The chamber fell silent. "The time for debate has ended," the Arbiter intoned. "The Galactic Council finds no further reason to entertain humanity's request for membership. Effective immediately, all diplomatic ties with the Terran Union are severed. You will leave our space within one cycle." A finality hung in the air, heavier than any words Elias could muster. The decision had been made. Humanity had been cast aside, ridiculed, and dismissed. He took a step back, his mind racing. This was more than an insult. This was a warning. They never intended to let humanity join. They never intended to let humanity survive. As the council chamber doors began to close behind him, Elias Carter realized one thing. Humanity had tried peace. Now they would prepare for war. To be continued. The council mocked humanity until they cut off diplomacy. Chapter 2. The Gathering Storm. The heavy doors of the Galactic Council chamber slammed shut behind Elias Carter, sealing off humanity's last hope for peaceful integration into the Galactic Order. For a moment, he stood motionless, his fists clenched, his mind racing. He had known the Council would be difficult to convince, but outright rejection? No negotiations, no compromises, just exile? The realization settled in his chest like a cold weight. This wasn't just exclusion. It was isolation. And isolation, in a galaxy ruled by power, was the first step toward annihilation. The recall order. Elias stormed through the corridors of the Council complex, his boots striking against the smooth obsidian floor. His personal AI assistant, embedded in his wrist communicator, beeped softly. Ambassador Carter, encrypted message from the Terran Union High Command. Priority Alpha. He didn't wait to find a secure room. With a tap, the holoscreen projected into the air, revealing the hardened face of Admiral Jonathan Vance, Supreme Commander of the Terran Defense Fleet. "Sir," Elias said, forcing calm into his voice. "We received the Council's decision," Vance said, his voice grim. "Effective immediately, all Terran diplomats are ordered to withdraw from galactic space." Civilian traders are being recalled. All non-essential personnel are to return to Seoul. Elias exhaled slowly. They didn't just reject us, Admiral. They mocked us. They never even considered us as equals. Vance nodded. I suspected as much. The Council doesn't want us integrated, Elias. They want us weak, dependent. And when the time is right, they'll want us gone. A bitter silence stretched between them. We need time, Elias said. Time to prepare. You'll have it. The fleets are already mobilizing, Vance confirmed. The Union has declared a state of emergency. Project Iron Shield is being accelerated. Elias narrowed his eyes. And what about them? Are we sure they won't escalate first? That's the problem, Vance admitted. We don't know. The Council's next move. Deep within the Council's private chambers, the Supreme Arbiter regarded the gathered delegates with an unreadable expression. The Senvari representative, their bioluminescent eyes glowing with amusement, leaned forward. The humans will not go quietly. The Zypher general grunted. Then we strike first. The Zuricho representative hissed in agreement. Their fleets are small, their defenses limited. A swift strike would ensure they never become a threat. The Supreme Arbiter raised a crystalline hand, silencing the murmurs. Patience. Let them retreat. Let them prepare. A long pause. Then, when they believe they are strong enough, we remind them of their place. The chamber filled with the eerie hum of alien agreement. The line is drawn. Back aboard his diplomatic vessel, Elias Carter watched as the shimmering stars of neutral space blurred into streaks of light. His ship was heading home. For years, humanity had extended a hand in peace. The Council had slapped it away. Now, humanity had no choice but to close its fist. Elias opened a secure channel. Get me the Chancellor. Tell him the truth. A brief pause. Then, and what is the truth, sir? Elias's gaze hardened. That war is coming. To be continued.